Dorte, thank you very much for joining us. Climentum Capital, what sets it apart from other VCs in the climate tech space? And what do you hope to achieve that's different?
I would first of all say the team. We are 5 partners, 2 women, 2 engineers. So we really are diverse, and we know how to evaluate also technical solutions, because what we believe is you cannot solve the climate issue problem with only software, so you need to go deeper. And we are incentivized by one hard number, and that is that at the end of our first fund, we will have reached 1 megaton CO2 reduction emission.
As you say, you're kind of targeting the fund and building up the fund at the moment, and I believe you're looking to create a portfolio of about 25 startups. How's the fundraising going? Have you actually made some investments that you're excited about and are able to kind of tell us a little about?
Yes, of course. So the fundraising was, of course, not easy. First time fund, never easy, but we did the first closing, which is apparently the biggest hurdle. And we now have discussions going on to get the final close, and we're pretty optimistic. It's going well. We did our first deals. One we actually announced today, which is Continuum, a company that has a solution to recycle the blades of wind turbines. So the huge ones that you see, they are currently landfilled or burned. There's no real solution, and we have now a solution that we're supporting.
Yeah, the whole concept of circular economy is just becoming so important now,
yes,
isn't it?
It is. We need to use our resources mindful, and we need to reuse them in a smart way.
Absolutely. And what I kind of like is, like, you know, the wind turbines is a solution for us to decarbonize, but we were also creating a new waste stream. So that startup is...
And they
is
have
perfect.
a lifetime of 20 to 25 years. So this will all need a solution now.
Climentum Capital, you've got a base in Berlin as well as Copenhagen and Stockholm. So why did you choose to base yourself in Berlin within the wider Germany?
So for us, Berlin is still the hub of entrepreneurship and where things happen. I mean, for climate tech, you also need a lot of technical capabilities, and they are also in Aachen and Karlsruhe and Munich. But this entrepreneurial mindset you have best here in Berlin. And we believe that now we see this merging together. So entrepreneurs from the business side with technical people, and Berlin is a great hub to be in.
So do you think that's the secret sauce, really, is to bring those two together to come up with solutions?
I think that's a big secret source of the next hype, because we have great engineers for decades here, and they have always developed solutions which have been better than others, but they have not been able to scale these quick enough. And this is what has to happen now.
And I think, obviously, you've mentioned before that Climentum Capital is very much focused on, or not necessarily focused on, but it is looking to invest in hard tech, so our hardware solutions. And clearly you see that those solutions are very important for us to be able to successfully reach our net zero goals or to have a successful energy transition. That's quite an unusual position within the VC community. How do you think we need to change that in terms of unlocking that VC investment for those startups that, yes, they're going to need longer, they're going to need more investment into them? What do you see we could do to help promote that?
Yeah, I think the VC space needs to develop there, because otherwise we won't have impact. And we need to become smarter in combining different means of funding. Also debt financing is definitely a larger part in hardware. And we need these smart software founders to tap into these segments who bring this MVP mindset. Let's first get something done, get it out to the market, improve it afterwards. We need a mindset shift in the hardware companies. And we only invest in teams where we see that. If we only see the nerds, the engineers, then we ask the question, okay, and how will you make this scale and grow? We need this extra quick propulsion to make it a VC case.
Oh, wonderful. And that probably leads on to my next question. So obviously you're participating in Set Tech Festival, which we're enjoying today, and you're joining a panel later this afternoon entitled The Climate Tech Boom, Insights from VCs. Can you kind of give us some of your insights that you're hoping to share in that in that session?
So one point is definitely impact investing has been in this niche. Impact means low returns, and it often was. And I think in the climate tech space, we have now the chance, because the pressure is so high and the macro trends are so strong, that we have the chance to make high impact and high financial returns. And I expect that in 5 years from now, more impact segments will be in this wave where you can actually earn money in them. And I hope to share this insight and get some supporting thoughts from the other panelists.
Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And then kind of to make it a little bit more personal, you've obviously got a very much long-standing experience within the investment community in new ventures and startups. What would be the kind of one piece of advice that you'd give to a startup founding team that wanted to approach a VC such as Climentum Capital?
Yeah, so I think the one piece of advice is to get help, for example, from business angels or from other founders who have gone through such a VC journey before. Because we as VCs, we will filter very hard, very early on, and we need to. Yeah, we get 100 decks and we can only do a handful every year. So we're very rude in many ways, but I think the biggest tip is get help on how to prepare the deck, maybe get a nice introduction, prepare what does this VC really look at. And that makes it so much easier, because we still get many not good decks and they just get rejected very quickly.
Yeah, could be missed opportunities littering the floor.
But we have no other chance, unfortunately.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, brilliant. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, Dorte. There just really one sort of final question, very broad. As I said, we're in Berlin today. In your opinion, what could other cities learn from Berlin's approach to the energy transition?
So to me, it's this startup and entrepreneurial ecosystem that propels a lot of energy and ideas into new businesses. And I think this combination of government and city support with startup and entrepreneurs, I think that's really great here.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.